as a light worker, it is so much harder for you to attract love, money, and abundance, especially doing the work that you love. I'm going to break this down in a 3-step process that you will be going through as your journey as a light worker. Okay, so this is the map of consciousness. The higher your vibration, the more magnetic you are to love, money, and abundance. But the problem is, you as a light worker started your journey at the bottom of this chart because your soul chose a family with ancestral trauma, with abuse, addiction, an unsafe environment. So 10% of the population are here. This is why you always felt like you were less than everybody else, that you didn't feel like you belonged, because you didn't have that safe beginning. This experience as a child is what has birthed you into the light worker that you are, because you have started your awakening process to process the shame, done some inner child work, maybe worked with your nervous system, started your healing process. And this would have birthed you as the light worker that you're meant to be. But then as you start to rise up and you join the 80% of the world, which is in fear and anxiety, desiring after something, and then being really angry that they haven't got it yet. When you start to come here, this is actually your bridge of empowerment, because you, as a light worker, start to process anger in your stage 2. Also, the resentment from the past, and start to claw back your power in relationships. You start to have boundaries. This is also a really difficult stage because your ego is really not going to be happy here, because it wants control and it wants safety. And also people in your life that were here when you were here are really just not going to be happy that you are transcending them. So you'll start to have lots of relationship breakdowns. This is a lot of like ego death stage at this stage 2. To go up to stage 3, which is taking you up to embodiment. So you're embodying peace, you're embodying joy, you're embodying love. No matter what's going on in your world, you're able to feel that within. And that is what actually makes you magnetic. That's what actually makes you a magnet to love, money, and abundance with utter ease, because you are vibrating at this higher frequency. But that is your stage 3. And this whole journey is your journey to be a light worker, to birth yourself as a higher self leader, but also to help and support people on their descent. Like, that's what you're here for. That's what you're here as a new earth leader. That's why it's more difficult for you, and that's why you started at the bottom. As you can see, this is not an easy process. It's not just about having a business. It's about dissolving all this dark, dense energy that lives within your body, within your energetic field, within your lineage. Like, you're really breaking a cycle and you're being a different kind of leader. When you are ready to be supported through this process, I have a program called Overflow for the highest version of yourself to lead in your business, in your life, and taking you up here. Just DM or comment Overflow.